it's Intuitive 717. I am back with another video. I hope everyone's doing incredibly well, as always, guys. I'm back to do a bit of like a supportive reading for the Twin Flame Collective, because again, with the energy of fall coming through, I feel like it's a wonderful time for us to manifest and to think very clearly about what it is we want. Whenever fall comes about, I kind of think about wrapping up the year, and I can't believe 2021 just zoomed by like that, but to me, it just speaks volumes about making sure that our intentions are clear for 2022, letting go of a lot of old habits, things that repeated in your twin flame cycle that many of you are like, oh, I'm just tired of it at this point. I feel like the universe is pushing you guys to do something drastic, something different. Even if it's letting go, I always reiterate on this journey that when you let go of your twin flame journey, it is for a purpose. It is so that you guys can shift and let go of old fears, things within you that says, oh my God, I can't do it. I'll lose the connection. I'll lose this person. A lot of that fear stemmed from you guys discovering a lot of your self-worth, feeling very empowered in the Empress energy. Many times it will feel like a lot of the divine feminines are the ones having to just really let go or surrender that chaser energy. And I feel like a lot of us have really learned how to balance that. But now I see it like shifting over to the divine masculines. And so it's the same thing with the divine masculine collective, because a lot of them are, you know, waiting around for their divine feminines to end off marriages or to, you know, kind of send out the bird call, send out the signal type of thing. A lot of divine masculines are they're experiencing more like spiritual levels of the journey as well. I see many of them hopping on to the channel, like YouTube kind of tells us in the analytics when our stats are going up. And a lot of other readers have been talking about divine masculines, like reaching out more for personal readings and things like that. And I feel like it's because the divine feminines have settled into their Empress energy. It took a lot of you a long time. Many of you had changes in your life. Just the universe orchestrated those changes to get you out of certain situations that, you know, deep down inside you knew wasn't fulfilling, but many of you weren't taking action or you were feeling like you couldn't make any moves. But yeah, moving on here, okay? So we've got the Six of Swords here coming up here, and the Six of Swords often talks about persevering on this journey. This is that orchestrated change here where you kind of got to pack up your bags. Many of you might have experience some losses is what I'm getting with this card, but the losses, the universe is trying to tell you it's worth it, and you know it's behind you now. You know, every time we put a sword down into the ground, we will find that along with those changes, you know, there's renewal on the other side. It's amazing to overcome obstacles and to face changes. Changes means adversity. You know, we face adversity and we always come out on top because it's almost like another sword into the ground, another tool under our belt, another lesson learned. So for those of you out there who are in stagnant situations, even with him kind of rowing this boat here, I see him kind of really trying to get through the water there to get this person over to the other side. You know, this is kind of the energy we feel when towers fall. And something within us tells us, you know, we feel that I told you so energy coming from the universe, you know. And so I just want to let you guys know it's completely okay to, you know, feel these changes, to go through these changes, because we also have the Ten of Pentacles here coming up. Okay, so the changes that we're initiating for a lot of you had to do with letting go of finances or letting go of certain jobs that even though it paid really well, it was just stressing you out. The commute was awful. It was not worth, you know, your energy, the time that you were putting out. And then on top of that, dealing with your whole twin flame connection. Many of you might be like in different countries as your twin flame as well. And it's like you're able to make a change if you would like to, but holding on to certain things because of, you know, security and just not willing to let go, not willing to initiate changes there. I feel like the universe is supporting you here and letting you know that, you know, abundance is mindset here. And I feel that you will continue to rebuild your pentacles after you feel a lot of loss. New opportunities will present itself to you. Because again, without facing adversity, you know, sometimes we don't know what we're made of, right? Many of you will end up leaving these jobs and becoming entrepreneurs after with the skills that you've gained. You will become consultants. You're experts in your field of work. So don't fear, letting go or making changes for yourself, or feeling like, because it hasn't been done before, that it can't be done. We have more Pentacles energy here coming up. We got the Six of Pentacles. So Six of Pentacles and Six of Swords here. Persevering, okay, especially with the changes that you're going through. The universe is letting you know that you're always supported. There will always be balance after towers fall. It's happening for a reason, to remove certain people from your life that just bring down your vibration. There's a lot of you in work situations where you're surrounded by like coworkers and bosses and all of these things that really don't mesh with your energy. And even though you might collect a big paycheck at the end of the week, your energy is just drained. You wake up in the morning and you don't want to go into that place. So I feel like the universe is telling you, like, in this case, try to change up how it is you earn your money, and go about it with like optimism and motivation. Many of you are being guided to just kind of follow through and start up your own endeavors. I feel too that this speaks volumes about like even the online world, using that as a tool to really help push your ideas forward, reach more people through the online community. Is a great way. More Pentacles energy here. Okay, so we have the Eight of Pentacles coming up. Now, the 8 energy is all about advancing, okay, striving for excellence. So it is a good time for you guys to spend time on your goals. Think about things that will bring you a lot of comfort, okay? When you're, let's say, for example, you're wanting to let go of your job. Don't just let go of your job. Make sure you have something lined up. But the thing that you're wanting to do before you go into another job is think really clearly about what it is you actually want to do for work. What do you find purposeful? What do you find meaningful? What have you always wanted to do? Because with all of this Pentacles energy coming up here, you guys have had to learn lessons time and time again. That just tells you, like, hey, in order to live your life in fulfillment, you got to start making these changes. You got to start making these decisions. And Swords energy, I feel like, is all about like our thoughts, right? It's like our thoughts can sometimes keep us really trapped. It can keep us in a lot of fear. But the minute we start taking action is when you start destroying all of those fearful thoughts. You start creating new patterns of thinking for yourself by taking action. It's almost like the best way to overcome your fear is to jump right in and do it. Okay, and I know that just the whole vibe of this reading, I don't know who this is meant for, is that, you're wanting to seek more fulfillment when it comes to your finances, your money, the way you see yourself in the world. And this might have to do with putting your twin flame journey on the back burner for now and focus a lot more on your career and, building yourself from the ground up. That's like a huge eye-opener for many of you on this journey. It's like you sit there wondering why your connection can't come together, and the universe often points out the most obvious, which is, it has, again, a lot to do with our security in this world. The more secure we are with our pentacles, the more equipped we are to take bold actions and to make bold moves. All right, so how does this have to do with your twin flame connection? Let's pull out the Romance Angel Oracle. Okay, because I feel like a lot of the beginning of this reading has to do with creating changes for yourselves, guys. Changes that you've always seen. And even if it's not like work related, because Pentacles doesn't always have to mean like career. Again, it could just mean like if you're retired, how are you spending your time? If you don't work, let's say you're like a stay-at-home mom, what else can you be doing to help benefit like your skills at home? Like, I know a lot of moms out there, you guys have endless amounts of information on childcare and child caring. Okay, so yeah, finances and career. Look at that, guys. So this message is definitely meant for some of you out there who are just kind of going through it right now when it comes to understanding how you earn money and whether or not that's what you want for yourself. And I feel like what it has to do with your twin flame connection is that the more you balance it here, and we even have the scales here in this card, he's actually holding the scales here, the more that you balance your energy, like, and this might be for many masculines too, who are spending way too much time on work and trying to earn money, and they're not understanding or trying to get out of that mindset that they're always going to be stuck in these karmic cycles, because some karmic partners that they're with are very like money oriented as well. Like they can't see beyond just earning and earning and earning and living a lot of like this lavish lifestyle and just things like stuff, you know, material things. And many of your masculines are, because they're spiritually ascending on the twin flame journey, they don't want to use their pentacles to buy stuff. They want to use their pentacles to be of service, to help other people. And they can't help that shift that's happening within their heart because they've interacted with their divine feminine. They see her being of service. I feel like a lesson that the divine feminine has taught the masculines in her empress energy is, yes, pentacles is very important, but once you have enough to secure yourself, you know, being able to share it and stabilize other people and help other people. And I feel like many of the masculines want to do that. Even though some of your masculines might appear rough around the edges, like I feel like what it has to do with their love life or just love in general is that they want to impress their divine feminine with their pentacles, but not in the way that the feminine thinks. I feel many of them want to start up just small endeavors, like small projects where they can donate the proceeds to make a positive impact on the lives of people in other countries, for example. Many of your masculines are really passionate about wildlife, animal life. You know, it could be anything from wanting, you know, children to succeed to, you know, wanting to help other projects go up because they want to help the environment, for example. This is like what's at the core of many of your divine masculines' hearts, but the karmic situations that they're involved in do not support these causes whatsoever. And I feel like with all of this Pentacles energy here, I feel like this is a reading for the divine masculines and for the feminines to know what they're maybe going through at this point here. But like that's what I feel like in terms of their love life. Like it could be the love life that they think that they have with like their karmic partners, for example, and then they're having these breakthroughs in terms of like, okay, I really can't be with you because each time I get like a big lump sum or a nice paycheck and I feel like I want to do something productive with it or invest it or see it grow, it's like the karmics are there, let's go on vacation, let's do this, and it's always focused towards what the karmic partners want. They don't necessarily think about the masculine's hesitation or and then the masculines often reflect back to conversations they've had with their feminines where she's ignited a lot of this passion within him, because she'll often have these deep felt conversations with him, asking him about what his passions are and, you know, what he wants for himself. And so many of them are really going through this shift right now. Okay, I feel like the image here in this card here, I'm sorry if it's too bright, guys, let me try turning this light away and see if it makes it better. So you see in the image here how the person's almost like scraping up everything they have. I feel like that's the situation that the divine masculine finds himself in after like working really hard, like let's say a ton of overtime and stuff like that. The realizations that they're having right now with all of these Pentacles energy is that they really have to start making some clear-cut decisions here and to have some deep conversations about letting go and moving forward with a lot of these karmic partners, because a lot of your masculines are very, very abundant and they have a lot of pentacles to go around. But what brings down their energy here is like each time they build up an empire here, it's like they have someone tearing it down, right? It's like someone taking from them, even though like it's so weird too, guys. Like what I get from this energy here is that yes, the universe is blessing the divine masculine by helping him to balance his finances. But do you see what I see in this card here? I see people on their knees kind of begging, but the energy I get from this begging is like it's trickery, like it's manipulation, okay? Like even with the cloaks on them as well, it's like, let's go here, let's go there. And then once the masculine gives, it's like they flick off the cape and they're ready to like drink wine and have a good time. And all of this energy about not having and, oh, can't we just, you know, do it just a little? Like a lot of these karmic partners have like a lot of expensive habits, but they don't know a thing about gaining their own independence to have those things. And that's why they often hold on so tightly to their masculines, because they're so deadly afraid of losing it all. And that if they were separate from the divine masculine, they would have to like start from rock bottom type of thing like this, right? They would have to actually work for money, and they would actually have to go out there and get jobs, and they hold on to the masculine so that they don't often have to face that reality themselves. So these are just kind of the things that are going on, some of the things that your masculine's starting to see for himself and realize. And I feel for many of them, it's like really rubbing them the wrong way, guys. But the towers have to fall. They have to learn the lessons. They have to kind of, you know, go through this energy here of like sitting in shame for some of the decisions that they might have made in the past, and just kind of carry on, like even especially with the energy in the background there, with the man rowing the boat and kind of carrying them forward. I feel like that's the universe there in the background sending angelic help, just to let them know, yes, you've experienced losses, but you got to keep moving with the 6 energy there, okay? Again, 6 is all about persevering, moving forward, overcoming a lot of difficulties that you faced. But with the 10 of Pentacles, the 6 of Pentacles, the 8 of Pentacles coming up, many of these masculines know how to start from scratch. They know how to rebuild. So that's a good indication for them to just let it all go, and you know, they might end up coming out on top even though they've experienced some losses. So yeah, let's go ahead here and see again how this is affecting their romantic life, you know, the connection with their feminine, you know, what's going on in their heart space. Even though they're going through all of these changes, what are they thinking about when it comes to their twin flame relationship? The honeymoon card just came out as well. I feel like the honeymoon card, I'll just pause for a second. I feel like the honeymoon card here is coming out because it says, enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. This energy, I feel, is like a lot of the times when your masculine is like thinking about a good time with the divine feminine, he often like realizes and knows for himself that it'll be a good time, you know, like he can really truly enjoy himself with his divine feminine rather than feeling taken advantage of. He fantasizes so much just about being alone with you in a romantic place. It's like they're sitting there together being rowed on the boat, and this is how he feels after he's with the karmic, you know, alone. You know, the karmic will wine and dine and enjoy themselves and come home and pass out. Meanwhile, it's like if he was with his divine feminine, I feel like, I don't know, maybe there would be like not a lot of drinking of heavy alcohol. Like it might just be a glass of wine or whatever, but they would get so caught up in conversation that it's like they wouldn't even have time to be like pouring themselves bottles and bottles of wine, because they would be so like high or, you know, kind of drunken in love off of the energy of each other. You know, versus this energy here when he's with the karmic. So yeah, I'm gonna get one more and then we'll wrap up this reading. Okay, what else does the masculines want the feminines to know at this time with all of the changes that they are going through? Oh, see this one wanting to come out here. And at the bottom here we have passion. So yeah, clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. I feel like this is that Lionsgate energy. Everyone is kind of, you know, talking about it this time. It's a really good time to manifest because many of your masculines are learning a lot of harsh lessons. They may be ghosting you. They may be silent because of this feeling of just being ashamed. Recognizing that a lot of these warnings that they've had just by having conversations with you, divine feminine, it's coming to pass. They're coming to see it for themselves. And they're moving closer towards you more than you realize, more than you know. And even if it's not in the physical, it's through experiences that they're having by having a lot of these towers fall, losing a lot of their finances and pentacles, and just kind of seeing it go to waste in ways that they're not really enjoying it. It's more just other people squandering it or taking advantage of it. These are the types of situations that occur in the divine masculine's life that helps him to see the twin flame connection more authentically and clearly. And in turn, I feel like he just wants you to know that, you know, he does still very much feel this passion towards you, even though he's going through a lot of these harsh tower moments. But he's manifesting, and the energy of like fall coming through, and many of us just kind of feeling again in love and cozy. It's like what I was saying in the last reading. Many of them just want this experience of just feeling in love and true love, where they don't have to think about money. They don't have to think about constantly earning to upkeep someone else's lifestyle. Like they can actually just start relaxing with this honeymoon energy when they think about their divine feminine and start manifesting what it is they want. Because the reason they would experience these types of energy is because the feminine is equally abundant here with 10 of Pentacles, right? So they don't have to worry about her squandering or her doing whatever. It's like just as much as the masculine is abundant in Pentacles, his feminine is just the same, which is why she's appeared very intimidating to him during certain interactions. He's used to having women be codependent on him. Even your divine masculines too have had a lot of habits where they've used Pentacles to control others. And I feel like now it's kind of coming back to like nip them a little in the butt. But again, with, you know, the energy of someone, and like spiritual protection is out there to let them know each time towers fall, there's someone there to guide you and pick you back up and show you the way. All right, I hope you guys have enjoyed this reading. I love you, take care, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye guys.